That first night of Carnaval, indeed during the whole trip, we spent a lot of time in Pelourinho, the neighborhood next door to Santo Antonio. During Brazilian slavery times, which did not completely end until 1888, Pelourinho was known as an area where the slaves were whipped. A neighborhood association guide gave us some of the black history of Pelourinho.
Os escravos. Aqui nós temos a igreja Nossa Senhora do Rosário dos Pretos. Esta igreja foi construída no século XVIII pela primeira confraria de negros do Brasil, porque os negros não poderiam assistir à missa com os brancos. Existia uma segregação racial e social nas igrejas. Por isso, a Irmandade dos Negros se formaram para implantar a primeira igreja de confraria de negros.
Foi construída
para os negros, exclusivamente para os negros.
By black people, for black people, because the white people wouldn't let them worship in their church.
Ok.
O nome da igreja?
Igreja Nossa Senhora do Rosário dos Homens Pretos.
Our church of the Rosarios of the black people.
E no século XVIII, que foi implantada, é uma igreja com estilo rococó, ok? Do século XVIII. Podemos observar que às terças-feiras é celebrada uma missa, um ecletismo religioso, o candomblé com o catolicismo.
That African religion, candomblé, also plays a big role for the largest carnival bloco or group, Filhos de Gandhi, in English, Sons of Gandhi, who celebrated their 60th anniversary of participation in Salvador's Carnaval. They were headquartered in Pelourinho, next door to Santo Antonio. But everywhere we looked, they were there. They purchased their towel uniforms for about $200. All but a few of them were men, thousands of men. Their beads were often used to snare girls, whom once caught were obliged to give them a kiss, the tradition goes.
Por causa da Beautiful Girls, desse colar, você dá colar, ganha beijo. One kiss.
Okay, você?
The peace, the love, and the party.
You're singing now for, you're saying what?
They are singing for Ogun.
It's another African god.
Yeah, Ogun is one of the gods.
Ajax told us that the founders were heavily linked to worship of African gods like Ogun and Shango, and the original founders were mainly black men who worked on the docks as stevedores.
Because, you know, the people who was involved in candomblé work here down there in the harbor, so they would come to celebrate carnival among themselves. That's why they make a ceremony called Pade, when they ask Oshu to let them sing the song of the candomblé.
This 26-year-old Filho is carrying on the tradition of his late father. He's wearing the armband his dad once wore.
Tradição minha, então também que eu adoro, amo, de coração mesmo, amo.
The trip wasn't just about Carnaval. Ajax's girlfriend, Milzechi, gave us a tour of a traditional city market, and it was fascinating.
The baianos come here to take these things like that, to make some acarajé, to make some caruru, vatapá.
What is that?
This is camarão, crabs. Shrimp. Yeah.
What do you call it to make it out of this carajé? I like it, very good.
Yeah. And there is palm oil. Look. This is coming from Africa. It's the African spring for us. So we love to cook with this.
Everything with palm oil.
Yeah. This is roots to make some tea and a medicine.
Okay, spices.
Yeah. Yeah.
Herbs.
Food as well as practical crafts, supplies for candomblé to please the African orishas or gods.
The candomblé dress.
Even live animals outside. Buy them, take them home, kill them, and eat them. When we looked up another old friend who's a master of this Brazilian fight dance called capoeira, he invited us to come to his home away from Salvador on the island of Itaparica. Americano is his name. We met him in '93 as well and have stayed in touch. To get there, we had to take a ferry. Crowds were fleeing the city and carnaval, and after a wait of nearly 3 hours, we were on the ferry, headed to the big island. Some folks partied on the boat, and a blind man played accordion for handouts. After arriving on the island, we still had a long ride to get to the far end in a town called Berlinque, where Americano's place was located. Nice little village. Americano was proud of his place. We met his wife, who was babysitting a number of kids. Their 2 boys are grown and in the U.S. and Europe in school. We got the Americano tour of his fruit farm.
You planted all this?
Yes.
Wow. Nice. Lots of
Grow melon? Isso é melancia.
Okay, watermelons.
Isso, aí meu filho. Limão.
Oh, this is a lemon tree.
Lemon tree.
Oh,
Isso,
okay.
isso é isso. Maracujá for relax.
Você querer maracujá?
Isso for sing.
Querer maracujá?
Maracujá.
What is that?
Aipim. It's like this for eating.
I've seen it.
Yeah, like that.
Is that mango?
No, like that. Like that batata. No.
He also had a school where he taught capoeira, but he complained of financial difficulties and said he couldn't put electricity in this building, so he closed the school.
Sul Bahia. I'm gonna say your neighborhood reminds me a lot of Africa. Nigeria. When I was walking through here, I said it looks just like Nigeria.
We wanted to get out of there before dark, and Americano walked us back to town to catch the bus back to the ferry. We loved Itaparica. Might make a great place to winter, where houses are going for car prices in the U.S.